Next, the 12th question. 12th question, you have to find the range. Okay, so in this 2 plus x, so you write f of x is your y is equal to 2 plus x minus, this is your greatest integer. So greatest integer, when you are having a property, greatest integer property, this is greatest integer x minus 3. So the next place 2 plus x minus greatest integer plus 3. So you get here 5 plus x minus greatest integer. So what is this form? X minus greatest integer is nothing but your fractional part. So again this is 5 plus fractional part of x. Now what is the fractional part condition? The fractional part lies between 0 less than or equal to x less than 1. Okay. So this term is 5 plus a decimal term which lies between 0 to 1. So y equal to 5 plus the term which lies between 0 and 1. Okay. 0 less than or equal to x fractional part less than 1. Okay. So this term is, the y term ranges from 5 to 6. So this is the range, hence the range of f. That is y is equal to the closed interval 5 and it is less than 6. So this is your range, which is the option number C. C is the correct answer. So using the greatest integer property, you get fractional part which lies between 0 to 1. So that range is 5 to 6 is the correct answer. Okay, next the range of the two functions is given by, first function is a power function 9 to the power x minus 3 to the power x plus. Next one, the range is greatest integer function for the second function. The first one is f of x equal to given 9 to the power x. So you can write as 3 square power x minus 3 power x plus 1. So next you can write as 3 power x the whole square and 3 power x plus 1. Okay, you add plus 1 by 4 and minus 1 by 4 to make it as a perfect square. Okay, this term is perfect square. So this is 3 power x plus or minus 1 by 2 the whole square. So this is f of x. F of x equal to this term, and this is 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. So this is the perfect square term, which is in square you have to represent, this is positive. So this function is positive means the minimum value of this function is 0. So f of x is, which is y is equal to, the minimum value is 0 plus 3 by 4 means it is greater than or equal to 3 by 4. So y is greater than or equal to 3 by 4 means y belongs to the closed interval 3 by 4 to infinity, which is your answer. 3 by 4 to infinity means D is the correct answer. So D is the correct answer for the 13th problem. So next problem, we have to find the range of the second function. So range of the second function is f of x equal to x minus greatest integer divided by 1 minus x. So you can write as x minus greatest integer. This is nothing but your greatest integer function, which is less than or equal to x. It takes the integer value. So x minus greatest integer is nothing but your fractional part function. So this is 1 plus the fractional part function. So you can write this function as 1 minus of fractional 1 by 1 plus fractional part. Since when you simplify this equation, you get the original function. Now you know the fractional part lies between 0 and 1. Okay, so fractional part lies between 0 less than or equal to x less than 1. So next add 1 both sides, you get 1 less than or equal to 1 plus fractional part less than 2. Okay, you are adding 1 both sides. Next you reciprocate and multiply by negative sign. When you reverse, you get the inequality change. when you multiply by minus again the inequality change. So 2 times when the inequality changed, you get the function as 1 by minus 1 by less than or equal to minus 1 by 1 plus greatest integer less than, this is minus 1 by 2. Now to get this original function, add both sides by 1. When you add both sides by 1, you get the answer I write here. When you add both sides by 1, you get 0 less than or equal to 1 minus 1 by 1 plus fractional part less than, this is 1 by 2. Okay, so this is your range, root x by 1 plus x. So this y belongs to the closed interval 0 comma 1 by 2. Okay, this is your range, which is the option B is your correct answer. So in this way you have to find the range of this function using the greatest integer property and fractional part, and then you get the answer as 0 to 0 comma 1 by 2. Next question, find the range of the function 1 by 2 cos x minus 1. We already know the cos x domain ranges from real numbers to minus 1 to 1. So you write down the start with cos x. So now cos x ranges from minus 1 to plus 1. So next multiply both sides by 2. So 2 less than or equal to 2 cos x less than or equal to 2. Next you subtract minus 1 both sides, you get minus 3 less than or equal to 2 cos x minus 1 less than or equal to 1. So 2 cos x minus 1 ranges from minus 3 to 1, but the function comes in the denominator. The function will be defined only this denominator is not equal to 0. So this term is not equal to 0. So split the interval with 0. Okay, so you split this interval minus 3 to 0. You exclude 0 in this case, and next union the external 0 to 1. In this interval you find the range of the given function. First in this interval, minus 3 less than or equal to 2 cos x minus 1 less than or equal to 0. So 0 is in the negative portion. Next you reverse reciprocal. So when you reciprocate, you get the inequality is changed. So 1 by 2 cos x minus 1 less than or equal to, the 0 is in the left hand side. So it is 0 minus, left hand side limit of 0 minus, okay, negative portion of the 0. So this is 0 minus is nothing but your 1 by 0 is infinity, which is in the negative portion. So it is minus infinity less than or equal to, this is the original function of f of x, less than or equal to minus 3. So this is one part. Okay, so next part 0 to 1. Find out 0 to 1. In the range 0 to 1, what is the function? 0 less than or equal to 2 cos x, that is less 2 cos x minus 1 less than 1, so not equal to 1. Okay, next you reciprocal, this inequality become changed. So 1 by 0 greater than 1 by 2 cos x minus 1 greater than or equal to 1 by 1. So next this is in the positive side, 1 by 0 is in the positive side. So infinity greater than, this is nothing but the function f of x greater than or equal to 1. Therefore 1 less than or equal to f of x less than infinity. Therefore your range is given by combining these two values 1 and 2, you get minus infinity comma minus 1 by 3, the closed interval union 1 to infinity. Okay, so this is your range. The option number is A, B, C. C is the correct answer. So C is the correct answer for this sum. So next problem, we have to find the range of the permutation 7 minus x P of x minus z, that is nothing but your permutation. P is your permutation. So we will do the next problem. So next, the range of this function is given by f of x equal to, you take as y is equal to 7 minus x permutation. This is nothing but permutation of x minus 3. By this value, this 7 minus x is greater than or equal to x minus 3. That is your first value. So this is, you bring this 2x here, 2x is less than or equal to, you bring this 3, this is 10, so x is less than or equal to 5. So you take this is number 1. Again this is greater than or equal to 0 and this is greater than or equal to 0. So 7 minus x greater than or equal to 0 gives 7 is greater than or equal to x. Next, x minus 3 is, x is less than or equal to 7, so you take this number 2. X minus 3 greater than or equal to 0 implies x is greater than or equal to 3. So combining 1, 2, 3, you get x is lies between x3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to your 5. So 5 again it is less than or equal to 7. 5 is less than or equal to, so up to you can limit 3 to 5. So the x, the domain value, this is nothing but your domain value which lies between 3 to 5. Next you have to find out the range. Substitute x is equal to 3 to get the y value. When x equal to 3, what is your x? Y is equal to, you substitute here, 7 minus 3 is 4 p, permutation, 4 minus 3 is, what is 1? So 3 minus 3, 0. So what is the formula? 4p naught. This is nothing but 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 0. That is 4 factorial. This is equal to nothing but 1. Next, when x equal to 4, x value, when x equal to 4. Here what is y value? Y is equal to, substitute 4 here, 7 minus 4 is 3. So 3p, next 4 minus 3 is 1. So what is the formula? This is 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 1 is 2 factorial. So answer is 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 1 into 2. So cancel this, answer is 3. Okay. So you are getting here y value 1, here y value 3. So next, the domain value ends with 5. So when x equal to 5, what is your y value? Y equal to, substitute here 5, 7 minus 5 is 2. So 2p, that is 5 minus 3 is 2. So answer is 2 factorial divided by 2 minus 2 is 0 factorial. 0 factorial is 2 factorial is answer, 2 by 1, this is 2. So y value is 1, 2, 3. So finally the range is given by, so write the range, that is y equal to, what are the values? Singleton set 1, 2, 3. So in the set you get 1, 2, 3, 3 values. So the option number is A is the correct answer. So the range of the function is 1, 2, 3 is the correct answer.